YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Black Couch Booking here with another video. I'm going to talk about Bayley versus Io Sky at Wrestlemania. But first things first, let's take a sip of the strawberry margarita. Strawberry because red for Bayley's hair. That's good. That's real good. Real nice. I like that. So let's get into the video. I might need that liquid courage because I'm going to say some things. I have two gripes. Number one is that Bayley versus Io Sky is probably not going to be the main event of night one, even though it should be. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair should have been the main event of night one last year. I don't care what none of y'all say. If you win the Royal Rumble, it says you're going to be the main event of WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, look, that drink hitting already. Charlotte Flair put on a 5-star match. The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was a great match as well, and the Bloodline was very hot at that time, but I still think that main events in WrestleMania should be awarded to the winners of the Royal Rumbles respectfully. So that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people give me crap about that, saying, oh, the Usos versus Sami and Kevin was the bigger storyline, which, that's neither here nor there. That could have went on right before that match, and them following that match up would have been fine because that match was a banger, and the matches that followed that match weren't up to par necessarily until we got to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. If there was a match before then, my memory is a little foggy, but I think Bayley and Io Sky should main event night one because I don't know who Seth's gonna face. I would rather we get it over with. If we're gonna do Seth versus Drew and have Damian Priest cash in, let's make that the first match. That way, we start off on a high note. The stuff in the middle could build up because Io Sky and Bayley are gonna put on a great match. Let's not get that confused. The match itself is gonna be really good. The build-up, which is my second issue, deserves to be better. And you guys can say, well, it's not we're not really, there at WrestleMania. But even the build-up for Rhea Ripley's match is better because we're interested in who's going to face Rhea Ripley. We're interested, is it going to be Becky? Is it going to be Bianca? We're interested in the story that's going into who she's going to face. Us versus us, only thing people will worry about or cared about with Bayley versus Io is if Sasha Banks is going to come back and if Dakota Kai is going to help Bayley. Other than that, like, the build-up isn't really working out. We need a little bit more. Obviously, there's a Smackdown tonight. I am recording this video today on Friday, so we'll see if they tape something, more segments, for Damage Control or or the Kabuki Warriors, blah, blah, blah. We'll see. It looks like Sasha Banks is going to AEW. So I don't think that's going to happen, but if it does happen, I will be pleasantly surprised. I genuinely think Bayley deserves to main event night one. I genuinely think that whoever wins the Royal Rumble, man and women, should main event. And it's good because you have women get the main event and men get the main event. It's fair. Now, obviously, people like, well, I care about stories, and stories should take precedence over, fairness. But the Royal Rumble winner is a story within itself, even if it doesn't coincide with a previous story. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns is a previous story. Him winning the Royal Rumble was a cherry on top. But Io Sky versus Bayley also had a previous story as well. So you can't say, oh, well, she just because she won the Royal Rumble, she shouldn't have this. Well, there was a story there because even before she won the Royal Rumble, there was whispers. There were things going on where, oh yeah, she about to betray. Oh yeah, somebody's gonna turn on somebody. So you can't say there's no build up to her winning the Royal Rumble and then going into this. But now I feel like we're cooling down too much especially if they don't main event, it's not gonna make sense. I wouldn't be shocked if Bayley versus Io Sky was the first match for night one, because we don't know what the mid-card matches are going to be yet. I think Logan Paul is going to either face LA Knight or Kevin Owens probably, or we're going to try to work in Sami Zayn somehow. Logan Paul is going to get a WrestleMania match, and it might not be a one-on-one. I suspect we're going to get a triple threat or fatal four-way for the United States Championship, and then Gunther will probably get a one-on-one, and he'll probably lose to somebody, but we don't know who that's going to be yet. We might get a women's tag team championship match, which may be a triple threat tag team match or a fatal four-way tag team match, something real quick that we could do, just have a whole bunch of spots within 5 to 6 minutes and then move on. And then the men's tag team match is a match that I would suspect may happen before Damian Priest cashes in, which is why I think Seth Rollins might actually be the main event of night one, which doesn't make sense. It's not that interesting. Rhea Ripley's title match is going to be very interesting. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes is going to be very interesting. Those are the two bookmark title matches that are gonna pique the people's like interest the most. But I would say even Bayley versus Io, like the story is gonna be more interesting than Seth versus whoever, because the way I think it's gonna happen, if Seth versus like faces Drew, I think Drew's gonna squash him, because we don't know if Seth's gonna be 100% by now. He's probably not. He's gonna get squashed, and Damian Priest is gonna cash in. That's probably what's going to happen. Let's be honest with ourselves. So Seth is gonna. If it's Drew, Seth is definitely gonna get squashed. Bobby's not winning. LA Knight's not gonna win. Logan Paul's not gonna, like, no one else winning makes sense besides Drew McIntyre. So I don't know what everyone else is thinking about, but it's gonna be Drew versus Seth. Drew probably gonna squash him, and then Damian Priest is gonna cash in, or Damian Priest is gonna cash in the middle, make it a triple threat, and then Damian Priest is gonna pin Seth because he's hurt. Something like that. And then you have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre because they have history already. It just makes sense. It just makes sense logistically, guys. That's probably what's gonna happen. I wouldn't bet the house on it, but I might bet a garage. But yeah, but Bayley and Io Sky, man, I you know, Bayley is someone who can wrestle. She can put on a show. Io Sky can wrestle as well. People were commenting, "Oh, well, she can speak English." You're saying that's not really a good language for her, but she can speak English. Well, why don't they let her then? If she could speak English so well, so proficiently, which she probably could, I'm not looking that much into it because I don't care. But they should let her do promos, unless they're gonna make that like a surprise, because Io never talked, barely talked throughout their whole run as Damage Control. Unless they're gonna make that a surprise, like, "Hi, I know English too. You know a little bit Japanese. Well, I know English, and I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania." Blah blah blah. That would be cool, but I don't think they're gonna do that. And I'll tell you one thing on a side note: if Triple H lets Rhea Ripley lose this title to Nia Jax in Australia tomorrow, I will slap the dog shit out of Triple H. Let's get that out the way. But that's not gonna happen. But Triple H is no idiot now. Unless he would do something like, "Oh, Rhea Ripley wants her rematch immediately," but no, rematch clauses aren't really a thing like that anymore. I really do want to know what you guys think about this topic, though. Do you think Bayley deserves to main event night 1 of WrestleMania with Io Sky? Obviously, she's not main event night 2. That's for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. The Rock's gotta be there, you know. So I understand that. But you know, I think Bayley deserves to have her moment, man. You know, the confetti coming down, the fireworks going down on night 1 with Bayley holding up the title with maybe an assist from Dakota Kai and Naomi, or maybe an assist from Dakota Kai and, fingers crossed, Sasha Banks. Not gonna happen. If that happened, I would throw something at my TV and break it, and I'll post it for you guys, because that would be sick, man. But man, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you guys so much for the support on these shorts that are I can't talk. These shorts that are recently released. And you know, I've been getting some love, and I'm gonna keep releasing shorts and keep dropping videos randomly throughout the week instead of just dropping on the weekend. So you know, I'm just trying to bring back what got me to 1,000 subscribers in the first place, and that's just dropping, and that's you guys as well. So thank you guys so much, and we will be reviewing Elimination Chamber after Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna be up at 5 in the morning watching, and I'll drop the video like 12, 1 o'clock. Peace.